stuffed, boy. Get stuffed, boy. Let's go. He's down, boy. Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure it's him. It's pretty big.
Ooh, what's up? Ooh, it's cold. Welcome back to Shield Outdoors. This is gonna be another episode going over our deer season 2020. This episode specifically about my encounter with Burnt Chicken Nugget. Yes, he was a giant deer, and yes, his name is Burnt Chicken Nugget, and yes, he is hanging up on the wall inside. But before we go any further, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And how about for this video, let's drop a comment below what state it is that you hunt in. And let me know what you hunt. If you're not a deer hunter, you know, we love goose and duck hunting. Just got back from Louisiana. We're also going to Arkansas on a snow goose hunt. We love hunting just about everything that we can legally kill. But comment below what state you hunt in and let me know what it is that you love to hunt so I can see how widespread our hunter viewership is. But let's get into Burnt Chicken Nugget. So in the last episode, we kind of introduced you guys to this new property and we showed you all these rubs. I mean, I bet we saw 40 to 50 rubs in about a 1 acre area. It was insane. That's where the last episode concluded, was a picture of Burnt Chicken Nugget from when we actually spooked him off the property. That first time we ever walked into the property, we spooked him out, and that's where we got this amazing photograph of the back of his head. So, Burnt Chicken Nugget, first off, somebody's gonna ask, how did you get that name? Well, I showed the picture to my 3-year-old. I said, look at this big old deer Daddy got. And he said, yeah. I said, what should we name him? He said, Burnt Chicken Nugget. I said, all right, well, that's his name, Burnt Chicken Nugget. Now, typically I like to narrate the situation or my hunt so that way y'all know exactly what's going on in my mind and what was happening in the situation. But for this one, I have 3 different angles. The audio is pretty decent, and I called to this deer in a very particular manner, and I want you guys to be able to watch it through the sequence and see what I did, why, and I'll throw a little bit of narration in there, but let's just watch it through. I'll delete out the in-between and the dead space because there was about 3 minutes between the first time he came in and the second time he came in and my shot. So let's watch it through. Let's see the sequence of calling that I performed and what I did, and I'll see you in a minute. Of course, I see him coming. You could see in my face, I'm like, oh snap, it's the biggin. So I stand up, I get turned around, and I'm watching this deer. Now mind you, remember, I just rattled this deer in. He came in, he's looking for a fight, but he starts walking away from me. My idea here was he has no idea where I am. He had no idea. And the reason I thought that is because from our view, we have a great view, right? Up there on top of the tree, I got 3 different camera angles and they all look great. But we're up high off the ground. Down there on the ground level, those honeysuckles are thick. So I thought, this deer has no idea where I am. Now hold up. Let me take a minute to get real serious. If you hunt in a tree stand, wear a harness. Do not do what I did. I took my harness off because I knew that deer was gonna come up to my left and I didn't want it to interfere with my bow. Do not do that. Do not take your harness off. People die every year falling out of tree stands, and it's very serious business. That was a stupid move on my behalf to take my harness off. Do not do it. If you hunt from a tree stand, wear a harness, be safe. Let's continue with the video. So I thought to myself, this deer has no idea where I'm at. I need to make a commotion. I really want this deer to be so excited. I want him to think that there is really something going on up in here. So I rattled, grunted, and bleated. I gave him the whole kitchen sink. I threw everything. Okay, so I missed, but I'm so thankful that I have so many angles because come to find out, I smoked the tree stand with my bow. I'm using about a 15-year-old Bowtech Diamond. It still shoots amazing. I did not practice this year as much as I should have, and maybe that's why I didn't realize the dimensions that my bow would have upon releasing the arrow, but you can clearly see in the footage, especially the good camera, the Sony got a perfect view of it. You see my limb compressed, and then you click one frame and you see it bending down, and also as it bends down, the wheel is rotating down, and then 2 frames after I released, you see it make contact with the tree stand. In the 3rd frame, the tree stand has moved just a tad, and then in the 4th frame, you see my bow kicking backwards off of the tree stand. So The good news is it was a complete miss. Did not wound the deer. I didn't send him off to go die or to suffer or to, live several weeks while healing from a terrible injury. I guess this is the part where I gotta talk to you guys. About an hour and a half ago, I missed what probably would have been my biggest buck ever. At the minimum, my biggest buck ever with a bow. Clean miss. He went about 20 yards and stopped and looked at me like I'm an idiot. It's only 11 o'clock. Shooting time was like 6:40. But I'm done. I'm done. Go home, do leg day, eat McDonald's to drown my sorrows. So yeah, I missed. My fault. I ran into the tree stand. The tree stand is there. I should have thought about it. It happens. No big deal. Now, if you remember though, I said this deer is hanging up on the wall. And yes, he is. He is DED dead. He's inside, already on a rack bracket. So there's more to this story. The story doesn't end there. Make sure you subscribe, stick around right here on Shield Outdoors. I'm gonna get the rest of this footage pushed out for y'all. And we're gonna have these videos posted ASAP. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you comment below what state you hunt in. Peace.